Stoic secrets to a restful night and productive tomorrow. Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, your mind buzzing with the day's events? Maybe you're replaying a conversation you wish had gone differently, or wondering why something small like spilling your coffee or receiving a kind gesture still lingers in your thoughts. These quiet moments before sleep can feel heavy, restless, and even overwhelming. But what if they could become something more, a sacred opportunity to think and grow? I'm sharing 7 Stoic practices that can transform your evenings into a time of clarity, purpose, and peace. This isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about stepping into a timeless conversation with philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, who wrestled with the same questions we do. How do we live well? How do we find peace? Picture us sitting by a fire, unraveling life's mysteries one thought at a time. For those new to Stoicism, it's an ancient philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. It's practical, grounded, and surprisingly relevant to our chaotic modern lives. Let's dive in and see how Stoicism can light the way to a restful night and a productive tomorrow. Lesson 1. The Mirror of the Mind. Reflecting on your day. Let's begin with reflection, a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who ruled by day and reflected by candlelight at night, saw this as a way to understand ourselves. It's not about judgment or guilt. It's about stepping outside your life for a moment and observing it like a philosopher. What did you do today? How did you respond when things didn't go as planned? Were your actions guided by reason or swept away by the currents of emotion? This practice is about self-discovery. Imagine this. Today, you snapped at a coworker because you were stressed. Instead of beating yourself up, ask, what triggered that? Could I have paused instead? Or maybe you stayed patient in traffic. A small victory. Acknowledge it. These moments are mirrors reflecting who you are and who you could become. Here's how to start. Tonight, take 5 minutes to replay your day. Think of 3 moments. 1 that challenged you, 1 that lifted you, and 1 that surprised you. What do they reveal? As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Reflection shapes those thoughts. So, I'll ask you, what's one thing you did today that stands out? Why do you think it matters? Hold that thought. We'll build on it. Lesson 2. Armoring the soul, preparing for tomorrow. Now let's turn our gaze forward. The Stoics practiced something called premeditatio malorum, imagining what could go wrong. This isn't about pessimism, it's about preparation. Think of a sailor scanning the horizon for storms, not out of fear, but to steady the ship. What might tomorrow bring? A difficult conversation? A tight deadline? Picture it now, not to worry, but to armor your soul. Tomorrow you have an interview, and tension starts to build. Your mind is racing, stress feels overwhelming, and fear creeps in. How do you overcome it? First, recognize that fear often comes from imagining the worst possible outcome. Instead of letting negative thoughts take control, apply Stoic principles. Ask yourself, how would I respond to this situation? With calmness and strength? Perhaps you'd take a deep breath, steady yourself, and adapt to whatever comes next. By rehearsing this mindset, you're not creating anxiety. You're building resilience. The Stoics understood that while life is unpredictable, our response to it doesn't have to be. I once used this technique before a stressful presentation. I imagined forgetting my lines, then pictured myself pausing, smiling, and moving forward. When the day came, I felt ready, and it went smoother than I'd hoped. Athletes do this too, visualizing the game before it starts. Tonight, try it. What's one challenge you might face tomorrow? How can you prepare your spirit for it? Let's fortify ourselves together. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Lesson 3. The Lens of Abundance. Finding Gratitude. Gratitude might feel familiar, but the Stoics made it profound. It's not just saying thanks, it's a lens that shifts how you see the world. Picture your day as a painting. Where's the light? Maybe it's a friend's laugh, the smell of rain, or even surviving a tough moment. These aren't random. They're threads of abundance woven into your life. Now dig deeper. Why does this matter to you? That quiet walk home, does it mean peace? That shared meal, connection? Gratitude becomes stoic when it reveals your values. Seneca said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he is not, but rejoices for those which he has." It's about cherishing what's here, not chasing what's missing. Let's do this together. Think of one thing from today that sparked joy or comfort. For me, it was a call from an old friend. It reminded me of loyalty. What's yours? Ask. What does this tell me about myself? This isn't fluffy positivity. It's a quiet rebellion against discontent. Lesson 4. Voices from the Ages. Reading Stoic Wisdom. Imagine sitting with Marcus Aurelius or Epictetus tonight. These Stoics left us their words, raw, honest, and timeless. You don't need to tackle heavy tomes. One line can shift your perspective. Take this from Epictetus. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Does that resonate? Reading Stoic wisdom before bed is like a mentor whispering guidance. It challenges you, calms you, and reminds you that your struggles aren't new. Start small. Grab a quote online or from an app. Tonight, try this one from Marcus. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. How does it apply to you? Are you fretting over something you can't change? This practice invites their voices into your evening, grounding you in the wisdom that's weathered centuries. So, ask yourself, if I could borrow one piece of Stoic advice for tonight, what would it be? Let it linger as you drift off. Lesson 5. The Quiet Rebellion, Disconnecting from the Noise. Our world is loud, screens, notifications, endless chatter. The Stoics didn't face smartphones, but they prized silence as a path to self-mastery. Disconnecting isn't just practical, it's a rebellion against distraction, a reclaiming of your mind. Think of it as dimming the outside lights to see your inner world. Tonight, set your devices aside an hour before sleep. No scrolling, no noise, just you. What do you hear in that stillness? A worry you've dodged? A hope you've buried? At first, it might feel strange. Your mind might itch for a screen. That's okay. The Stoics taught us to master our attention, and this is how it begins. Try this. Replace the noise with something simple. Journaling, breathing, or just sitting. Notice how your thoughts settle. Ask, what might I notice if I gave myself silence? Tonight, this is where clarity hides, waiting for you to claim it. Lesson 6. The River of Life. Letting go of what you can't control. Here's a Stoic truth that can change everything. You can't control the world, only your response to it. Picture life as a river. The current moves as it will. You can't stop it, but you can steer your boat. What's weighing on you right now? A delay you can't fix? Someone's words you can't undo? Ask, is this mine to carry? If it's not, let it go. Visualize it. A rock slipping from your hands into the water, floating away. Feel the lightness when you focus only on what's yours, your actions, your attitude. I once obsessed over a work mistake I couldn't change. Then I pictured it as a leaf on that river, gone. Suddenly, I could breathe again. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Tonight, try it. What can I let go of? How does releasing it feel? This is freedom, Stoic style. Lesson 7. Crafting tomorrow, setting intentions. As the day fades, ask, who do I want to be tomorrow? The Stoics saw life as a canvas for virtue, courage, kindness, wisdom. Your intention isn't a checklist, it's a compass guiding you toward your best self. Maybe you want to listen more, face fears head on, or simply be present. Set it now. Make it clear. Tomorrow I'll stay calm in chaos. Or, I'll show gratitude to one person. Let it glow in your mind as you drift to sleep. A quiet promise to live intentionally. The Stoics believed each day is a little life. What will tomorrow's story be? For me, it's patience. I'll pause before reacting. What's yours? Ask. What's one way I want to show up tomorrow? How will I make it real? This is your chance to craft a day worth living. These 7 practices aren't rules. They're invitations to live with purpose. Maybe tonight you'll reflect, let go, or sit with a Stoic quote. Start with one. See how it feels. Stoicism isn't about grand theories. It's about small, real moments that shape who you are. Seneca left us this gem. Each day is a little life. If today were your story, what would it say? If tomorrow is a fresh chapter, how will you write it? Start tonight. Make it yours. You don't have to master all 7 at once. Pick one and build from there. Thanks for joining me. If this resonates, hit subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Sleep. Well, reflect deeply and I'll see you on the next journey.